Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Esteemed FaceTime with Leaders, an initiative by World Development Corporation. I'm Sunny Pancholi, anchor at World Development Corporation. FaceTime with Leaders is a platform for industry titans to share their experiences, thoughts, ideas, and best practices in order to inspire one another and future leaders. In a nutshell, we attempt to encapsulate the multi-decadal learnings acquired by these industry leaders. We also hope that by conducting these FaceTime with Leaders interviews, we can bring together a global community of eminent personalities. By bringing together such visionaries on one platform, we hope to play a part in inspiring the lives of other leaders. Great learnings from great leaders undoubtedly assist everyone by identifying, nurturing, and using the trade secrets that are proven success formulas for many. And this is what we aim for with these sessions by making them a gathering of industry stalwarts and a knowledge-sharing community. We have one such industry titan on FaceTime with Leaders with us today, Mr. Qazi Ahmad. He is a distinguished infrastructure strategic planning and execution expert with a specialization in railway projects and operations. His extensive career spanning several decades is marked by remarkable achievements and contributions to the field of railway engineering. With a wealth of skills in areas such as railway track, bridges, stations, signals, overhead electricals, and yard remodeling, he has demonstrated his prowess in project execution and management. Currently, he is serving in the position of Chief Engineer, Mass Rapid Transport System at Northern Railway, collaborating with multiple stakeholders for sustainable infrastructure development. Welcome to FaceTime with Leaders, Mr. Ahmed.
Thank you. Thanks, Sunny, for such a fabulous and humbling introduction. Thanks a lot.
So, Mr. Ahmed, could you let our viewers know in brief about your career journey so far?
Okay. My career so far has been with Indian Railways, like a railway journey, which has been romanticized even in the films. Pal pal badal rahi hai roop zindagi. In fact, I had the glimpse of wide spectrum, not only the terms of roles and responsibilities, but also geographically. After my educational stints with IIT Roorkee and then IIT Delhi, I joined Indian Engineering Services with Railways. And from the rigors of do-getters in the field to the strategic planning at the zonal level, from the management of cross-discipline teams of engineering, signals, telecom, electrical, finance, traffic operations, locomotives, to going into the niceties of track, bridges, buildings, big structures, colonies, and stations, passenger amenity items, right from the comprehensive project conception, survey, planning, and execution to being post-contract arbitrator. From facing and understanding the problems at field to come out with a solution among the giants, I have come up as the bearing the beacon of knowledge in the terrains of achievement that I can satisfactorily proclaim. I draw satisfaction that for my project management skills, I have been awarded project management professional certification from US, and also recognized by global mother of all institution of civil engineers, that is Institution of Civil Engineering at London. They have bestowed their honorary fellowship on me, fellow of ICE, and also membership of American Society of Civil Engineers. So it has been a very gratifying, satisfactory, diversified journey for me so far.
Amazing. Mr. Ahmed, thank you for the excellent start to this interview. And I'm sure your journey is truly inspiring. Okay, so continuing our conversation, our viewers would like to know, what do you consider your biggest professional achievement and why?
Good. My biggest professional and that is sort of spiritual too achievement has been being at the helm of organization of Mahakumbh 2019 at Prayagraj. I had the distinction of heading the infrastructure preparedness part of it, and then being heading the operational organization as well from Northern Railway. Now, in personal and official capacity, I was on a song. Firstly, we established a full-fledged railway station, Prayaghat, right at the Sangam, and there were 5-7 new platforms, a brand new, lovely building, coach care complex, and then and then the Prayagraj station. Prayag station was also developed spiritually with the colors of essence of life. We made 3 road over bridges. We diversified and widened 4 under process. 4 over bridges were made. Then after, since crores of devotees were to come as railway passengers, we designed and implemented the disaster management plan, the cleanliness, hygiene, and there was awesome cleanliness, as you might have also noticed, and then ensuring the well-being of the people, and then the operations of passenger traffic and operation. What I particularly designed the inflow movement and outflow movement, separating the incoming and outflowing, and then segregating the outflow of the passengers for different targeted destinations in different clusters. And then in operations of the train, we attached engines to both sides of the train so that we don't have to turn every time the the train, creating any sort of chaos or something like that. And then the organization of crew, the path, coordination with other stakeholders, that has been awesome. So I consider it, I was in fact honored by Honorable Prime Minister and Chief Minister of UP, and I consider it as my biggest professional achievement.
Exceptional. So building on to that, I would like to ask you, what are some roles you have enjoyed the most and which you find the most challenging?
Recently, as Chief Engineer, Mass Rapid Transport System, and heading the state subject, I had experience of being going into a very politically sensitive location where a multimodal terminal has to come up. So, and there is a good chunk of land running into hectares. So we were in touch with Solicitor General of India, with the head of our organization, Indian head of our organization, and then the Supreme Courts and all. And what we were pitched against? We were pitched against a very, very prominent lawyer of India. So we had to face him. And but due to our meticulous preparedness and diligent working for extraordinary hours and working in tandem and rising to the occasion, we could win the case. So that stint I enjoyed the most. So that is how the things turn out to be.
Okay.
If we look into the challenging aspect of it, I can also deliberate.
Absolutely. Yes. So the most challenging one and the most enjoyable one.
Okay. Regarding that challenge, enjoyable part of it I have dealt. Challenging part, there are very serious part of it. I was heading a wing of maintenance at one location, but due to some defects left over by our associate and sister wing, there was an accident and 7 people died. 7, 8 coaches were intermingled and they were lying just over one over the other. That was a horrific scene. So I spearheaded the rescue and the restoration involved, and then with the continuous effort, without any sleep for 49 hours, we just went effortlessly. I mean, like force is moving us, and then we just consistently organizing and supervising and ensuring the early restoration, as well as bringing solace to the ill-fated passengers, their family members. So that was a real challenging, real tough time which we had.
Phenomenal service to the nation and dedication to your professionalism. All right. So now that we have discussed your professional pursuits, roles and responsibilities, challenges, and the jobs that you enjoyed the most, let's move ahead and let's discuss in depth the subject of ESG and corporate governance. So, what piqued your interest in ESG and corporate governance?
Okay. Actually, I have been always a votary of corporatization of the organization, and that includes Indian Railways. Indian Railways has also responded to the call of corporatization, and we are seeing a much smaller board with greater responsibility, with the chairman and CEO at the helm of the affairs. We are also bringing that actual system of corporate accounting. Otherwise, there was cash flow system which was enforced. So we are moving in the direction of corporatization. And with this opening up of the government sector, the high walls of partition between the private corporate houses and the government sector, that is being dismantled bit by bit. So take it that it is an irreversible process, and there is going to be greater corporatization in government departments, as well as at other units. So based on my experience, based on my high energy which I am feeling, I think at this level I can make a meaningful impact, whereas the ESG and corporate governance is concerned, and this makes me interested in the ESG and corporate governance.
So, Mr. Ahmad, as an ESG and corporate governance expert, what values do you bring to the table or to the corporate world?
Okay. We have got a vision. India has got a vision of $5 trillion economy. So ESG and corporate governance, that has to be the top class, at par with the biggest of the multinationals, and each and every corporation of India has to respond to the call. Indian Railways has the distinction of having one of the largest network of track, that is 1.27 lakh track kilometers. We have got around 12.5 lakh workforce. We've got 3 lakh wagons. I mean, a lot of we around the world, if we see, we are first in the terms of passenger kilometers. We are second in the terms of number of workforce employed, the human resources aspects of it. And then we are third in the terms of number of loco we possess, fourth in the terms of ton-kilometer carried all over the world. So, I mean, I have the proud experience of working with such a large organization with methodical working and having the best of corporate as well as government work. So now regarding myself, since I have this experience of Indian Railways, and myself, coming from having some good part of the education and other trainings, we have risen from the ground. We have learned from the ground, and we are implementing it towards the strategizing the policy. So with that sound technical and comprehensive stipulations, the rules, norms, the regulations, all those things which are particularly best for a government sector, that has to be brought on the board for corporate sector as well. I'll be carrying the best of the corporate, best to the corporate boardrooms, and then of course synthesize and synergize with the exemplary corporate culture.
All right. So our viewers would like to know, Mr. Ahmed, what are some of the most remarkable changes you have seen in your field with changes in technology? And what changes do you expect to see with the advent of technology like IoT, AI, ML, blockchain, Web 3.0, big data, etc.?
We are in the era of digital revolution, and railway industry and transport industry is not going to be left behind. So we have got different roles, such as optimizing the complex railway system, detecting infrastructure failures and faults, improving safety and security of the network and systems, and enhancing the customer quality which we are delivering. So really, the scope of the digital revolution is pivotal right now as well as in the time to come. It can really revolutionize many of the railway areas, such as the capacity management, the life cycle cost, the maintenance system, the passenger flow prediction, and significantly reduction in the error for both human and computers, and high level of automation and auto adaptive system, etc. So this the artificial intelligence, big data analytics, IoT, blockchain, which you were mentioning, they are bringing the concept of seamless mobility and efficient interconnectivity to a reality in the transport sector as well as in the train operations. The passenger ticket booking, the maintenance of the system, the freight operations, and railway assets, they are all not going to be left behind. Unlike the present system of carrying out maintenance in a periodic manner, a predictive asset maintenance system will continuously monitor the condition of the equipment and generate the requisite alerts. So this will not only reduce the cost of the maintenance, but also it's going to help to cut down the load on the maintenance of the assets. So, we are really in for a phenomenal change.
Definitely. Okay, so this brings us to the last question of the session. And here it is. We are building a community of industry magnates. The move is meant for cross-pollination of knowledge and building a knowledge-sharing community of corporate giants and industry experts. So what are your thoughts about these initiatives taken by Mr. Zishan Pathan, Mr. Heval Mehta, and the whole team of World Development Corporation?
Well, Mr. Zishan Pathan, Mr. Heval Mehta, and the entire team of World Development Corporation, they have dared to dream. And they have successfully planted those dreams in the eyes of many prospective independent directors. These are the dreams which they don't see while sleeping, but which don't let them sleep. So they have really identified the hitches, the gap between the requirements of independent director and the availability of the independent directors. Besides that, there is a huge gap in the knowledge level of maybe in the existing directors with the basics, and what is really required to be to put ourselves into the equivalence of the world corporate industry. So they have dared to dream, and there's a whole genre of independent directors. They are thankful to them, and what I can foresee is that Indian corporate sector as well as the world corporate sector owes a great deal to the team of Mr. Zishan Pathan, Mr. Heval Mehta, and the entire hardworking people. So my salutes and my best wishes.
Great. It was fantastic conversing with you, and I'm confident that your insights will inspire future leaders. Thank you, Mr. Ahmad, for joining us today. Wish you the best for your future endeavors. Moreover, trust that this initiative by Directors Institute has unquestionably expanded the participants' understanding and enriched their minds.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sunny. And it had been pleasure interacting with you. My pleasure.